All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. Presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David Ruff.
Straight up, today's going to be a hot one. It's hot outside. But, what if I told you today might be the last triple-digit day for a while? What if I told you that?
Okay, you're saying for a while now?
Until
2023.
We could have an anomaly in September. I'm not willing to go that far. But if I were to tell you today's going to be like 103, 104, that stinks, right? Not good.
Stinks, baby.
Don't like that at all.
Stinks.
Not going outside. But start out a little 98 tomorrow.
Your boy gets so aged
93 Friday.
for cooler weather.
93 Friday. That's
Changing
nice.
of season.
Saturday, you got to look out. You're flirting with a hundo. Straight up. Just telling you now, 99.
Dave, it's going to be over 100, probably double-digit times before the end of the year.
No.
I will bet you $1,000
That
right
is
now.
not right. That's not
$1,000.
right.
I'm
Dave
not going to
knows.
bet $1,000.
$100.
This
Saying
little,
that we're not going to touch 100 for the rest of the year is crazy.
This little, what do you call this?
said
one?
maybe.
A line front. What do you think? This thing coming through, this bringing all this moisture? What
Did
do
you
call
say
it?
a line?
Yeah.
It's mid-August.
What are you calling it?
Mid-August.
A line.
This thing is significant, Will. It's significant.
Dallas-Fort Worth is going to be
It didn't-
looking 80s.
We weren't in like straight up cool weather until like mid-November last year. Just keep that in mind. So we've got months before it's actually not
He's
sweat
not
season.
saying it's going to be 68.
Thank you. I'm just
He's
saying
saying
the
it's not
worst,
gonna
the
be
worst
100.
is behind us.
Well, yeah, the worst behind us, but there's to guess that there's going to be no more 100-degree
Wow.
days.
This dude is straight
Crazy.
coming for your neck right
I know, man. I really am regretting even bringing it
now.
up.
Wow. I'm excited for one, Dave, about the news you're sharing.
I'm
with
just trying.
everybody.
I'm just trying to preach, man.
We need the rain.
Now, no, look, this app might be wrong. Brett told me this app I use is trash. So
What
he's
app
got
is
some
it?
new one he uses.
Yeah, the one he uses
I-
says it's going to be 82 next Tuesday, which
I'm not willing to go there.
I'm not
Wait, like
either.
low of 82? Because that.
high.
Big weather.
Mm.
I wonder if people are going to screenshot that and put it on Twitter. Get that app free downloads. Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Forgot that I have this mug going right now, but it is censored. To be fair, there's no nudity on it.
Well, hopefully
Yeah, just
hopefully
kicked off
YouTube
YouTube.
doesn't see like the mug and not realize, oh, there's an emoji in front of that, and then ban us. That would be a bummer.
No, they won't. They know what's up. The young man who sent me this, I would like to shout him out real quick as I pull up my DMs. His name is, of course, Deuce Gibbs. I don't know if that's his real name or not.
Why don't you just dox him?
He said, yeah. He said, if you want to shout me out, that's cool.
What's his
Deuce
address?
Gibbs. I don't know his address, but he sent me this mug. Also, the ass mug that everyone is so fond of.
So this is just the mug guy.
Your mug plug.
This is my mug plug. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you, Deuce.
I've got a question about the mug I'm using, Dylan, because I think you did this.
I didn't do that.
Did somebody put a sticker on here? And
Somebody did.
It seems to be holding up quite well.
Well,
We don't have a dishwasher
to be
necessarily.
fair, it hasn't run through a dishwasher, as we do not have one.
But you'd think that like there's
The
condensation.
dishwasher is me. I wash dishes around here.
Thank
Thank you for using like a real mug that can be washed and reused, as opposed to the waste creating.
No,
kind.
stop trying to commandeer the green initiative. You shower 4 times a day.
No,
Is
I
that
don't.
true, Dylan?
Once a day. May I
A line.
line?
I know. It's just funny because the cocaine stuff.
Oh, I see. May I switch gears and say something with a more serious tone?
Okay.
Not Sunday. Monday, I was out. I was with my wife. We were in the hospital, and to wind the clock back a bit. See, in February, she had 2 very mild heart attacks on the same day, followed up by she had a stent placed in her artery to kind of open it up. That was right before our wedding. Dealing with a few things since then. Don't exactly know what's going on, but she's still having some heart complications. Anyway, I'm not bringing this up to be like, oh, I feel sorry for me. I'm saying it because if she were sitting here, she would nudge me to say, like, listen to your bodies. She's very in tune with what her body's telling her, and she's encouraging, like, go get a physical. If something doesn't feel right, go get it checked out. Heart is a very delicate organ, obviously. And yeah, she would want me to share that with the masses.
Aren't you getting a physical today? Was that you?
I believe that's Will.
Oh, it's Will.
Mhm.
I'm getting one very soon. Go get your physicals, listen to your bodies, take care of yourselves. Yeah. Shout out to
Well
Bay,
said.
who's hanging tough. She's got some more follow-up appointments and testing to go through, but she's holding tough. That's all. That's all.
Now for more ass mug content.
Yeah. Now back to the
Back to the
now
other
back to the
stuff.
fun.
I can't take that mug seriously.
It's just a lot.
No,
Yeah,
nor
it's
should
too
you.
much.
It's not meant to be taken seriously.
I know. It's just facing directly at me for the entire episode. This might be a one and done mug for the recordings.
Yeah, we might veto
What do
the
you mean?
mug.
This is not a fun thing to look at for
I'm
the entire
vetoing
recording.
it. I'm vetoing it until
To be
Deuce
honest, I
sends
don't.
me a
I
mug.
kind of hate it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I
It's
want
fun.
I want Deuce to send me a mug.
What do you want?
I don't know. I just want I want the joy of getting a mug. What about the one Ricky sent you?
Oh wait, no, this is the one Ricky sent me.
I was gonna
The
say.
toilet one.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
you were
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I thought you were wrong in Ricky when you
No,
started
no, I'm
shouting out
sorry.
somebody else. For
I'm
this.
sorry to Ricky. This Ricky sent the toilet one. Deuce sent me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Ricky.
That's fortuitous.
I love Ricky, but like I said, this one, the first one that Ricky sent arrived broken. This one might not survive. Its first trip through the cleaners. It might get cracked in the old sink or something. Might
you
get accidentally knocked off the counter.
I'll crack your skull if you crack my mug, dog.
That would be too much.
I won't crack your skull.
Hey, new YouTube channel, youtube.com/a bunch of stuff. It takes 30 days before you can make a custom URL, so we don't currently have one. It's very cool. But go subscribe. If you're listening to the episodes exclusively, we do put all these on YouTube. There's a link in the description of this episode. You can go subscribe to the new YouTube channel. Go make it happen. Yesterday, we did Dad Pod on Patreon. That's patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We answered or tried to answer a lot of questions that were some lighthearted banter surrounding fatherhood and general parenting.
It's just banter.
It went off the rails a couple times. It was a good pod.
We also have been doing worst of. Next week, TBD. We'll see what we're doing next week. And overall, just go leave a review. Support the podcast. Go subscribe on Patreon. Leave a voicemail for tomorrow's Patreon episode, 888-618-4422. Again, 888-618-4422. Get in, get out, be tactical. Our good friends over at Roback sent us some shorts. We've been talking about them lately. You can go get your own shorts using code BACKER20 over at roback.com. I'm sure you'll see us sporting them everywhere. Dave and Dylan are currently wearing them right now.
Dave popped bottoms earlier just to put them on in the office.
They're very comfy.
Yeah.
They're my everything podcast shorts.
It's a bold statement.
I'm sore today. I
give them
got
a
I got to
promo
work
code?
out my back.
Did you give him the promo code?
Backer 20 for 20% off.
Okay.
Backer 20. It's a one-time use code.
What's wrong with your back?
I don't know. I'm on my old man shit now. I think having a kid deteriorates your body more because you're just constantly holding like a massive human.
It definitely does.
It's
Dude,
so annoying.
have you gotten the soreness right here where the
Everywhere.
forearm meets the bicep? There's like a little tendon there.
Maybe you should work out.
Everywhere.
Maybe I should. Your T definitely drops. It's just, his body falls apart. To go on what Dylan's saying, listen to your body. You should maybe go to a chiropractor. Get you a crack.
Took Parks to the UT football practice yesterday evening. We had to walk about half a mile. It's a long walk. He's 7, doesn't like to walk. I put him on my shoulder, so he asked me to. Pinched a nerve in my shoulder.
Ooh,
Did not sleep well.
that's on him. That's actually on you for not getting him Heelys.
As a 7-year-old, the days of me putting him on my shoulders are coming to an end, So I'm going to take advantage when he asks me.
What does he weigh, like 50 pounds?
43. He's a very small lad.
Right.
Fritz weighs 43 pounds at this point.
That's a big old kid.
Yeah.
He's getting recruited by like a bunch of like
Alabama.
no, dude, like Iowa and shit.
Oh, really?
Just
Yeah.
corn-fed.
He's
Mhm.
not quite Bama material.
He's Bama material, but I'm tired of. I don't want him to get like overlooked for the NFL because he went to an underdog like Bama.
Bama's going to beat Texas by 30. And it's going to be ugly.
You don't know that.
As he laughs.
I'm not laughing at that. Yeah, I am. No, it's tough. It's a tough sketch. Check out Too Much Dip if you like those hot sports takes.
Yeah.
You okay though? You gonna be able to pod? Do you have full range of motion in the neck?
I do now. I took some Advil this morning,
Oh,
and
wow.
I have a lacrosse ball.
We got one here too.
TFM.
I know, and I rolled it out a little bit. Found that pressure point, and I just sat on it for like a good 5 minutes.
You got to get in there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do people's the lacrosse ball people have just an absolute chokehold on people's neck issues these days.
They really do.
It's keeping the entire industry afloat.
I don't know if that's accurate.
I
enough
definitely
people
would have
play the
otherwise
sport.
never purchased lacrosse balls had I not.
That's
I would have
facts.
never
My
good-
lacrosse ball will never be used for actual lacrosse. I promise
Exactly.
you.
You know what's cool is when your son finds out that it's hella bouncy, and then he just wants to throw it, and it's just chaos.
Mhm.
I say throw; it's more of like a drop.
Right.
Kid doesn't have an arm, much like his dad. Couldn't make the throw from third.
It's too bad, man.
It is too bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll put him at second.
Let's hear from our friends over at Babbel. Going to Italy next month. I know zero Italian up until now.
You're a liar.
I've been doing my 15-minute Babbel lessons, and I have to say, while I don't feel as though I'm going to be, fluent by the time I get to Italy next month, I do feel so good about the way that I'm learning because it's such a different way of learning a new language compared to what I grew up with for like all 12 years. And for all your summer travels, whether you're going abroad, staying domestic, or want to immerse yourself in the culture, now is the perfect time to start Babbel. Babbel is the language learning app that has sold more than 10 million subscriptions. And thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination. I've taken both the Spanish, which I'm already familiar with, lessons, as well as the Italian. And I have to say, I've enjoyed them both. And they're both a little different. It teaches you a language in a much different way. And with Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having real-life conversations in a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 150 experts, and their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. And with Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. For the ragazzi out there, Dave.
The boys.
Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. There are so many ways to learn from Babbel. In addition to the lessons that you can access, they have podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee, so you can start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, save up to 60% off of your subscription when you go to babbel.com/steam. That's babbel.com/steam for up to 60% off of your subscription.
Dude, I'm going to get into the podcasts. I didn't know they had that.
Babbel,
And the live classes.
a language for life.
Wonder what the #1 Italian podcast is.
Circling back.
Yeah, I don't know if that's it, man. By the way, when I said you're a liar,
Why are you allowed to do the accent?
I was
and
quoting.
I can't.
I was quoting Davide, our favorite Italian.
I know. Look, I'm familiar with
liar.
him because of y'all. Is it the Ekin-Su guy?
She's an actress.
What is the Ekin-Su?
Ekin-Su is his girl.
Okay. That threw me off. When
She's
y'all...
fire too.
I bet she's on Love Island. Pretty
She's
much.
flames.
Is there anyone who's not fire on Love Island?
Yeah.
There's some like
There's
sixes
some
mixed
mids
in?
in there. Yeah.
Some mids. Okay. There's some Daves in there.
No, I wouldn't say that. You're a hot man, Dave.
What if I was on Love Island? Like they bring out Davide.
You're
I was like, fuck. This dude's
like-
like full Italian.
This guy chaperoning?
Speaks
What's
it.
going on?
Great shape, hot, tall.
Davide is an absolute rocket.
Doesn't
of
have a
man.
podcast though.
Not yet.
I'm sure with his approaching 2 million followers, he'll eventually get there.
Love Island question for you two.
Mhm.
Does Love Island do the Bachelor strategy of post show they become influencers, do Bachelor podcasts, all that stuff? Like, are they immersed in like a Love Island universe, or do they just kind of go do their own thing?
It depends.
I
I mean,
don't know.
they have big enough personalities that they can just completely ditch Love Island. Like the top people, if you went to the top people's Instagram profiles, you would not necessarily know that they're on Love Island. Like they're not going to have it in their bio and stuff. But then there's others that like will do events or podcasts and things like that. That's much more in the Bachelor tone. But I think they get so big in the UK that they don't have to worry about it. Like once
the
if
goal.
you have 6 million followers like Molly May has, like I mean, you don't really need to ride for Love Island because you can pretty much make your own at that point.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And let me ask one more question: who is the host of Love Island, or is there one?
For Love Island UK, it's a woman. I don't know, what's her name?
I don't remember.
She's fire too.
Okay.
She's not the hosting things. It's a lot to unpackage on the Love Island front. They had one of their hosts.
Got canceled.
No, she killed herself because
Okay.
she
What?
was up in a abuse trial, really, and I think the public eye and preying on that was like a lot for her.
All right.
And so now they have gotten a new host, but I don't think they put a lot of emphasis on the host for that reason. I think it's become such a cultural phenomenon that like they know that.
I did not know any of this.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh my God.
Caroline Flack was her name. It's
Yeah,
really
you're
sad.
right.
But that's an issue with Love Island overall. People getting called out for being, they call it muggy, but like they've had a couple people kill themselves over Love Island. So it's like
A couple people?
yeah, they've had to really take steps in order to make it a more or a less I don't know the word for it, like
Wow.
I mean, you just don't want the online abuse that the people are getting, and so I think they've taken a lot of steps to make sure that
Jeez.
that's minimized.
They had to get rid of the forums.
Exactly.
Current one is Laura Whitmore.
Yeah, I don't think she's like.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't, to be honest, and I don't want to. I mean, I don't have any issue with her, but I don't think the reception for her is that popular, and so who knows? I think they're best served by having just an anonymous. Like, I mean, people know the guy that narrates it. But I think having just like a faceless narrator is just much more their move based on how big of a thing it's become.
They should just get Sam Elliott to narrate.
It would take too long.
You would be. It'd be
You're like, all right, Sam, we only have 15 seconds for this.
Dude, we're paying you by the hour.
Jeez, that got a little dark for a second there.
I didn't want to not give Dave the answer that.
Well, yeah,
that
I
was
appreciate
correct.
the correct answer. I didn't know that was. The
I tried to
case.
go directly at the answer so that I
Okay.
didn't open you up to saying anything that you might regret.
That's fair. Thank you. I was just curious because
Because, well, I mean, I think that like
The Bachelor was kind of unique in that the host was kind of the draw for a little bit for some people early on.
You see Chris Harrison played in the Live event, the Pro-Am?
Of course.
Did he really?
Yes,
Good
he did.
segue.
Yes, he did.
This is a good segue.
Speaking of that, let's talk about Patrick Reed.
He's also a mainstay at Brett's favorite bar.
Yeah, apparently. Well, no, yeah, I was because they blocked out a bunch of names from the Pro-Am list, but they didn't block out like Donald Trump and like other people. And then they released the full list, and Chris Harrison was on it. And I was like, "What are you doing, bud? What are you doing? You don't have to go play in this Pro-Am. It's hard out here."
For a pimp.
I don't know if Chris Harrison is a pimp. Well, technically.
What's this? What's this? What's this
The more you
PGA?
think about it.
What's this PGA committee they're putting together? And they're gonna like try to block live golfers out of majors and shit. Is that the deal?
That's part of it, probably. I think you're talking about like the meeting last night.
Yeah,
right
the one that
before
Tiger flew in for.
Yeah, the cat got off his plane in a flannel and some jeans,
Yeah.
just looking completely ordinary. Yeah, I mean, he was kind of flown in, or he flew into, I guess, kind of rally and reassure,
Meaning
and
about ways to
strategize. Yeah, like, hey,
Further,
we gotta stick together.
Right. Okay.
But yeah,
Anyway, Patrick Reed.
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Did you ever in your wildest dreams think golf would become the content machine that the NBA, like NBA free agency, has become? Like, golf has arguably surpassed it. Every day it's something new.
Yeah.
I think we talked about in 2019 when Reed's camp sent Brandel a cease and desist and just being like, hey, you better knock it off on your shit.
So he just drags him sometimes, just makes fun of him, talks shit
If
on
Patrick Reed does something like adjusts his ball while it's in play or puts his, anything he's been accused of doing, or we've seen video of him doing. Yeah, Brandel's going to talk about it. And I'm not a big Brandel guy. I think he's a little bit sanctimonious. A lot of bit sanctimonious.
Yes.
But
are the things he's saying.
I don't like either of these people.
Are the things he's saying about Patrick Reed, in your opinion, like in bounds, or is he like? Does he say too much? Does he talk too much shit on Patrick Reed?
No, I don't think he does. I mean, Patrick Reed's troubles date back to. Oh fuck! Now we're gonna end up getting fucking involved in this.
That's why I said, do we need to be
No.
concerned about this? Because, like, I mean, I've ragged on this Church of Scientology like a million times on this podcast, and now we've got the precedent. I hope the precedent isn't set, at least, that like Patrick Reed is just going to come at Brandel Chambly, who famously at a beer-only bar in Ponte Vedra Beach ordered a white wine.
That was true.
Who did?
Brandel Chambly. He was at the bar.
You were there.
I watched him, and he looked at the menu for about 45 minutes after that, trying to figure out what he could get from this bar that was closest to a white wine. And I think someone eventually just went out and bought a bottle of white wine and poured him a glass.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on,
I forgot
dog.
about that.
He did the most dad thing of all time and stood at the bar with his phone flashlight on the menu, trying to find something. And I was like, dude, this is a beer-only bar. They only have beer here.
It's a beer bar.
Stop trying to order white wine, Brandel.
You should have just gone somewhere else.
He was looking for some fermented white grapes.
At the time,
Right.
I didn't have the
white wine. Yeah.
the emotional relationship that I have now with Brandel, which is disliking him as a commentator. on
Former
television.
Longhorn grape.
Oh,
Dylan, how's that make you feel?
That's fine, man.
No, I don't think anything he's done. Look, I spent a long time this morning reading up on some of this Patrick Reed stuff, this lawsuit. He sued Brandel Chambly for defamation. And it's a lot of it's nonsense. It's hilarious. The standard that you have to reach for malice when you're talking about a public figure like Patrick Reed it's probably not going to be met here. But I don't know what his end game is, because you got simultaneously you have the stuff with the actual Live Tour versus the PGA Tour, the players who are playing the Live Tour suing the PGA Tour, and you have the TRO, they got rejected or upheld, whatever it was.
Do you still have up that part of the lawsuit you were
I do.
reading earlier that has all the name calling?
Okay.
Well, first, set it up.
In his statement of fact, so Patrick Reed's saying that the Golf Channel and Brandel Chambly essentially conspired to defame him, hurt his livelihood, constructively get him kicked off the PGA Tour, which he resigned from famously. But they include a lot of the personal attacks that have allegedly been said to Patrick while on the course. And
Which
if
they're
you'd like,
blaming Chambly for?
they're saying that he created this atmosphere. Do you want me to read some of them?
I want you to read all of them. Yeah.
There's a lot. Just tell me when you've had enough.
Okay.
well, when you're done reading.
These induced personal attacks include, but are not limited to, now on the tee, the excavator. You suck. You fucking suck. You jackass. You coward. Shovel. Why don't you dig a grave and bury yourself in it?
That's aggressive.
You piece of shit. No one likes you. Everyone hates you, Reed. Good luck digging yourself out of this one. Where are your parents, coward? You cheater. Cheat. Everyone hates you, cheater.
Wait, how about the one where he's called an ungrateful bitch?
Just hold your horses.
Yeah, chill out, Dylan.
You're going to miss this, you cheater. You cheat in college and on tour, and you're a piece of shit. Beat the cheater's ass. Sorry, Webb, for having to play with the cheat. Who did you piss off? Why don't you introduce your children to their grandparents, you ungrateful bitch?
Okay.
This is just a sampling of what
I've never
defendants
seen the
maliciously...
word ungrateful bitch in a lawsuit before. Not that I read many, but
A lot of those seem fair.
here's the thing. If you don't
Excavator.
want to get called a cheater in the sport that you play professionally on television, it helps to not cheat.
Why was he called an excavator? Because he grounded his club in the sand or something?
Didn't he
He nestled his wedge into the sand trap
Oh,
at
that's
one point
right.
and
That's
Yeah.
right.
gave himself a
He
little
cleared
something.
a path behind the ball.
The excavator.
He
Yeah.
had, there's video evidence of him cheating, so it's like don't complain when people
Dude.
call you out for fucking cheating.
The excavator sounds like a villain in the Siphon cinematic universe.
You can't. This is the smallest baller move. To suing someone for defamation is small baller. You're just showing that they own real estate in your head.
Yeah.
Like, what if Dylan?
He's also-
what if Dylan sued you and I for defamation because we say that he does cocaine and DMs college?
I was gonna
girls
say
and
we
stuff
pretty
like
much
that.
defame Dylan.
Honestly,
daily.
this is encouraging me to maybe pursue something like that.
Do it, dude. Do it.
Yeah,
Come
maybe
at
I
us.
will.
There's some funny elements of this. In addition, not only what I just read, but at one point he calls Chambly the Skip Bayless of golf, or says he comes from the Skip Bayless School of Sports Analysis, which
He also says where Skip Bayless talks shit about LeBron James, Chambly talks shit about him. So he's basically he's basically saying he's the LeBron James of the PGA or of golf.
I mean, that's a little bit of a reach, but I mean, yeah, the comparison is there. I mean, I saw a tweet that just pretty much said, like, dude, like, how long has Bayless been doing this to LeBron, and LeBron doesn't say shit?
he's now going after Bronny. Did you see him?
Yeah, I did.
He went after Bronny. Somebody tweeted like,
How old's Bronny?
He was saying how his dad would your dad would have thrown that down left-handed after that really impressive dunk a couple nights ago.
Love that.
I mean,
How old
come on.
is Bronny?
It's like 17,
Yeah.
18. He's. I don't know if he's fair game.
Yeah,
but
I don't talk
might be.
trash to minors.
See the younger
we wait till they get to their freshman year at UT.
the
then we
younger
trash
son
talk
Yeah.
them.
is already like 5 inches taller than Bronny.
I guess if you really doxed my like soccer Twitter account, I'd probably definitely talk shit to minors. Actually, that's my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's so much.
There's too much content from it, and I think we're forgetting to include the fact that he's suing for $750 million.
Yeah.
Big number.
$750 million.
Can I give you guys a little rundown on his lawyer?
You can.
Clayman is his name. Founded Judicial Watch, the conservative organization that filed 18 lawsuits against the Clinton administration in the 90s. Recently sued Hillary Clinton. Clayman left Judicial Watch and then, of course, sued it. He recently sued Facebook for $1 billion for not removing an anti-Israel page and represented a homophobic preacher in a slander lawsuit against Rachel Maddow. Oh, yeah, and he sued his mom. According to a complaint filed with the Florida bar, Clayman was hired in 2007 by Natalie Hum, a Daytona Beach woman who, along with her husband, was accused of arranging sham marriages in an immigration scam. Hum claimed that Clayman didn't provide any legal services for the payment. A mediator ordered him to return $5,000, but he failed to make timely payments. This is taken from an article. So this guy, the main part is he sued his mom.
He sued his mom over what?
Didn't Drew Brees sue his mom? There was something. His mom and sorry.
Yeah, I think
There's something there.
It was like
I don't know the
legitimate reason.
merits of that case, but anytime you're litigating, you're in a Kendall Roy situation, it's not good. Something's gone awry.
It seems like he might be a shitty person.
Maybe.
$750 million. Where does that number even come from?
Lost
Dude, yeah, man.
possible winnings on tour.
He lost sponsors.
$750 million.
He got constructively fired from the
No,
PGA
you can make
Tour.
the case that if Brandel didn't sully his name so much that he could have gotten that Tiger offer from Liv. He could have gotten that $900 million offer from Liv. Tiger
Okay.
should have taken that.
No. Tiger doesn't need money.
I
know
know he
what-
doesn't, but like, if you take that deal, you definitely don't need money.
You know what could have helped this, and it's not going to happen because I don't think he's going to play more than 2 tournaments a year going forward. If the cat's healthy, and like all these events, if he really wanted to save the tour, he could go play in these like random events that like have the weak fields. Like he could have played in
Yeah.
the Wyndham or whatever the fuck 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But he obviously can't, as he has a very. You can relate. You once broke your leg famously.
Famously, yeah.
Yeah, different
video.
circumstances.
It's
But
on video.
were you surprised to see Tiger driving yesterday?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Just at some point maybe you get a guy or a gal.
He's such that guy though that like who's gonna be like, hey Tiger, give me the keys, man.
What kind of whip is he pushing?
I don't know what kind
A
of whip he's
courtesy
pushing.
car
Is it a
outside of the
Subaru?
PJ.
Yeah, no, it's not a Subaru.
How do you know?
Yeah, it might have been.
Could've been a
Kia
Subaru.
Telluride.
Nothing wrong with that.
Great.
I
cars.
like Kia Tellurides. Fratty name
Sure.
is what you were saying earlier.
I don't know. I don't remember saying that.
This is good content. This is good content. And I can't believe it. It's just every day something new.
Are people gonna be taking the stand on this, or is this just some bullshit lawsuit that's gonna get settled somewhere else?
Well, that's the thing. So if this goes to trial, and let's say we have to start doing depositions and stuff's going to come out as it does. So like Do you or anyone in your family run the Use Golf Facts account?
Oh,
widely
let's go.
widely regarded to be a
Yeah, but
burner for the Reed
that's
family.
so widely regarded to be their burner.
I know.
That, like, it's not even that's not even juicy
We
at
will,
this point.
but you could ask him questions to, did you ground your club behind a ball in play at rest in a bunker? What anything like that, like all this stuff, because it's all going to be pertinent to what he's alleging, because he's saying I didn't cheat. What you're saying was malicious, and you were intending to defame me. You knew it wasn't true. So yeah, I don't think it'll get that far. I don't think it's going to get dismissed, but I don't know. It just seems like the Live Tour's strategy is just to throw as much shit at the modern golf institutions in the U.S. as possible.
I'm just reading through some of the Golf Facts tweets. Shit's so lame. How many times does Patrick Reed have to start late/early? Not just all majors, but regular events too.
That was a banger.
His last 3 majors, he started at 4:15, 5:15, and now 3:15. Tee times by world rank. And if it's a draw, let's see it. Shut up. What's her name? Justine?
If it's her,
Shut up,
we don't know
Justine.
that.
It's her.
Yeah, we don't know.
There's theory that it might be her brother, but we
no
don't
one,
know.
no
We
one
don't
else
know.
rides for Patrick Reed this hard.
No, they don't.
Anyway,
His home decor is also taking L's.
it's so tacky.
Shout out to the Woodlands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that house probably in the Woodlands. That house probably costs like $800K.
It's a modern Game of Thrones set.
It looks like the Beauty and the Beast castle.
Yeah.
The floating fireplace in the middle of the living area throws me off.
Is that-
Like, what
is
are
that
you
cool?
doing? Like, why are you doing this?
That looks unstable to me. I have my fireplace needs to be into a wall, not just in the middle, right?
It's just weird to have a floating fireplace.
I should not be able to walk
It looks
behind
like
a
shit.
fireplace.
Looks terrible.
It looks like shit.
It was actually a $3.3 million house per Zillow.
From the outside, it looks awesome. Nice pool.
Good pool.
Inside,
Good
very
sitch.
tacky.
Not great.
How much does that house cost in Central Austin?
Oh God.
12 million.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Certainly not little baller.
No. No, it's not a little baller move.
What?
Elon Musk buying Manchester United.
Ooh.
This pisses me off. I'm not even a Manchester United guy or a
I
soccer
call him
guy.
Man U
Right.
for short. Save time.
He's just trying to be funny on the TL.
He did say last night on the TL that he was going to buy Manchester United. Someone asked if he was being serious. He said, "No, it's a joke on here. I'd never buy a sports team." And then he responded to his tweet and said, "But if I were going to buy a sports team, it would be Manchester United. They were my favorite growing up." I don't want Elon anywhere near anything that I support when it comes to like sports or anything. He's become too much of a meme lord that like I don't think if he bought the Mavs, like would you cringe every time he tweeted? It's like, God damn it. I don't want to deal with this.
I mean, I kind of already are not at the same level, but I mean, Cuban's a lot.
Cuban's a lot, but Cuban's at least he holsters stuff. Like Elon is the meme guy at this point.
Cuban's awesome.
Cuban doesn't shit post.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
But early days of Cuban were very obnoxious and harmful, I think, to the franchise.
Do you think it got eyes on the franchise in a negative way that eventually turned into a positive way?
You could argue that. I mean, I think early on it was like, he's going at it with David Stern, the commissioner, and going at it with referees. The Mavs got into like a little skirmish on the court, and he runs out on the court. It's like, dude, just stop. Are we surprised Elon hasn't leaned all the way into the Austin FC?
Good question.
It seems like something he would do.
Has he been around the scene at all?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. Manchester United is in shambles. Nothing good is coming out of there. Elon buying them, I think, would have to be my farewell. I think I'd have to say goodbye.
No, you wouldn't.
I think I'd be done.
So I got smoked by that mid-team the other day.
Yeah, twice. No, I mean, which day?
Was it Juventus?
Could have been their first game or their second game, Dylan.
Sorry.
Was
They're
it-
gonna probably lose. They're probably gonna lose on Monday when they play again, and they're gonna have 0 points, and they're gonna be last in the league.
What are they going to do with Ronaldo?
Who knows, man?
How did they get so bad?
Piers Morgan tweeted last night that he's been in
Oh.
touch with Ronaldo for the entire offseason.
Okay.
And about 5 out of the hundreds of news stories are actually correct.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Piers Morgan.
I just don't want Elon to be like the saving grace of anything that I'm emotionally invested in.
Like Twitter.
Yeah. I'm glad that the Twitter thing fell through. Is that kind of sneaky, like low key that it didn't actually go through? I feel like it was not nearly talked about
Well,
enough
they're now suing him.
for just not buying it.
They're like,
That's
yeah.
a tough look too.
When he started talking about all the bot accounts, you knew he was going to just backpedal all the way out of that deal.
What's his
don't know.
day-to-day look like? What's he spending most of his time on as
Twitter.
the world's richest man?
Twitter.
Do you think he spends more time on SpaceX or Tesla?
Tesla.
I have no idea.
Maybe
SpaceX.
not. I think
Is it-
Tesla runs itself at this
Is there
point.
any credibility or is there any action? Like, I know there's fears, but like, how great of a fear is it that those Teslas are not stopping for children and they're hitting? They're knocking
Did you
their
see
heads
that
off?
video?
Like, what is the level of concern that we have for self-driving cars at this point?
At least they use a dummy. You remember that old viral video of I think it was it wasn't a Tesla. It may have been like a Lexus SUV or something, but it was supposed to stop automatically. And this man, who I presumably worked for Lexus, whatever car company it was, he was standing in front of the car and he just gets smoked. It's really funny.
Yeah, he
I
passed
hope he's
away.
okay. I
He
don't
passed
know.
away after that, Dylan.
I
don't-
I'm glad you thought it was
Dylan
I don't
saw
think
this
he
on
got-
what was that site that Dylan used to frequent at Grand X all the time?
E-Bombs World.
No, it was that video site.
Oh, Live Leak.
Live Leak, yeah. Dylan was a big Live Leak guy.
I found it on Live Leak.
I always knew the internet was dead that day if I turned around and saw Dylan on Live Leak looking
Dylan's
for
checking
content.
out Cartel Gore. He's looking up the video.
Stop! You're like
it's so
you're
funny,
giddy
man.
looking up a video of a dude getting hit by a Lexus.
I mean, he's okay. I'm
John
pretty
Ralphio
sure.
style.
I'm not going to find it. Anyway, some people know what I'm talking about, and they're laughing too.
Is there any chance Elon buys a team in La Liga?
I mean, sure,
Interesting.
he could do that. He should buy Barcelona, who's famously financially in shambles right now. Famously. Very famous.
That's sad what's happened there, but you know I'm a Real Madrid boy.
Dumb question. Is there a salary cap over there? Soccer?
We
Premier
have something
League?
called financial fair play,
No cap.
which is not an individual cap on any player, but it is a cap on what a team can spend versus what they bring in every year. So you
Surprised
have
you
to
didn't know
you
that.
have to be able to spend. I mean, there are ways to skirt this.
Yeah.
What we have learned is that I don't really think that the actual financial fair play rules, FFP as they call it, I don't think they actually do anything. Because I think that if you're big enough and you're a smart enough team and you're just whatever, you're going to get around it. That's what rich people do.
Very cool.
Yeah, very interesting.
Hmm.
You know what rich people also do? They don't hang posters on their walls. You know, they don't get thumbtacks and toss them on the plaster.
Randy's right
Well,
there, dude.
you don't need to be rich to use FrameBridge.
Exactly. It's a FrameBridge though. It's a nice touch.
I recently used FrameBridge for the first time, and I was very impressed. I wanted to get Brittany a picture framed from our wedding, and it was a very simple process. I went to their website, uploaded the picture, chose the frame, chose the size, boom.
You
About
can
a
even
week and a
look at
half-
like how it looks on the wall,
week and
all
a
the
half
different
later.
finishes.
It's at my front door.
Boom.
Perfect.
FrameBridge makes it easier and more affordable than ever to frame your favorite things without ever leaving the house. You can add a gallery wall to your home office or send an easy, foolproof gift, especially for all those weddings you have coming up. And from art prints to posters to the photos sitting on your phone, you can FrameBridge just about anything. Like Dylan said, all you have to do is just go to framebridge.com, upload your photo, and they'll send you packaging to safely mail in your physical pieces. You can preview your item online in dozens of frame styles, gallery wall layouts, whatever it is, you can see it. You can even get free recommendations from their talented designers. And the experts at FrameBridge will custom frame your item and deliver your finished piece directly to your door ready to hang. So instead of the hundreds that you pay at a framing store, their prices start at $39 and all shipping is free. Plus, our listeners will get 15% off their first order at framebridge.com when they use our promo code STEAM. You can order online at FrameBridge, or you can stop by FrameBridge to work with the designer in store and in person if you're in New York, DC, Atlanta, Philly, Boston, or Chicago. We've all used FrameBridge. We love it. I think most of the stuff in my place is actually done by FrameBridge at this point. And guess what? It all looks wonderful. Get started today. Frame your photos or send someone the perfect gift. Just go to framebridge.com. Use promo code STEAM to save an additional 15% off your first order. Just go to framebridge.com, promo code STEAM. Again, framebridge.com, promo code STEAM. You want to defer to why are we talking about this, Dave, instead of kicking off with our boy Ben Savage?
Sounds like you just don't want to drag Ben through the mud.
Well, let's talk Ben. Let's talk Ben real quick. Dylan, have you ever seen Boy Meets World, or was that part of your childhood that just never existed?
I knew of it, but I would never be the kind of kid to watch that show.
You understand
Why?
the premise, though,
He
right?
loved baseball. Like, he was the biggest Phillies fan, and he liked to raise hell in his neighborhood with his boy Sean. This sounds right up your alley.
What was the premise of that show?
The Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
What part of that don't you understand?
Terrible name for a show. Let's start there.
No, it's a good name for a show. It's one of the best shows.
So dumb.
It's the best. What's the premise of the show? It's a kid in middle school wading his way through the real world, figuring out what's going on.
I never watched it, man.
He's trying to balance, mischief with his boys, with girls, with, hormones, with Mr. Feeney.
Is Ben Savage is the name of the actor?
Yeah.
Any relation to Fred?
Dude, I've been savage before.
Serious question.
Brothers.
Okay.
You know how you can tell? They look very similar.
I don't know what
You
Ben
know what?
Savage looks like.
I don't think I knew that until just now.
Am I wrong?
Oh, I just taught
No,
you
you're
something,
right.
bitch.
Oh.
You're right.
Okay, I wanted. I always just kind of figured they were. Yeah.
So see, Dave, Fred Savage famously was the lead in Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years. With what's the
Are you trying to remember the Wikipedia you Googled earlier? So that
Winnie Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Let's fucking
What
go.
do you call her off show?
I don't. What do you mean?
You have a different name for her.
No, I don't think I do.
Okay.
What's up with Ben Savage though? What'd he do?
he's running
Yeah, what's
for
up?
West Hollywood City Council.
He's getting involved, Dylan.
Dude, if Cory Matthews is the one calling the shots in that neighborhood, you might find me looking for hanging out on Zillow in the West Hollywood neighborhood. I want Ben Savage in charge. Do you think he's trying to get pardons for his boys? Can you do that as a city council member?
I don't think he can.
I don't know.
But maybe he is trying to pardon some of the boys.
He's got a poli-sci degree from Stanford.
Oh, definitely.
He should run for president.
Previously interned with former U.S. Senator Arlen Specter. He told Rolling Stone in a 2014 interview that he was interested in government and structure and that an internship in D.C. is really all about connections. Yeah, that's facts.
I mean, I'm going to assume that Ben Savage does not have the clout to get like an honorary degree from Stanford. I'm going to assume that he actually had to study and get this degree.
He went to class.
It's not like Taylor Swift getting one from like Hobart or wherever she got it.
Is it Hobart?
It's called Hogwarts, actually.
What about Millie Bobby Brown going to Purdue?
Because like once you have enough clout, yeah, I'm sure she'll be hanging out on campus all the time.
What did Randy say?
Ordering DP dough with her girls.
Boiler upside down. Is that what he said? Some stupid shit like that.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, why Purdue?
Yeah, she could probably go to a better institution, I would think.
Does she know where that is? This because she's British and has no idea like where it is?
Yeah, she's like, I don't know.
She should have gone to Texas State. She
Right.
could have floated the river and shit.
Yeah.
Gone to Chimmy's.
Hell yeah.
I think that's
The
it.
Square.
Square.
She's not going to be doing anything like actual classes, right? She's Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
It's probably online.
Probably. We famously have an intern who hasn't been on campus in like 3 years.
That is so bizarre to me.
A lot of it's COVID related, as you might
Right.
imagine. But yeah, it is still a stat that blew my mind.
Think tuition went up those years?
Huh. Not at UT, no way. It's really cheap, huh? Anyway.
I don't know what it costs.
What's his platform? Is he going to be a public safety advocate?
Dude, I heard he wants free ice cream in the cafeteria.
What if it's just 10-year-old Ben Savage from Boy Meets World? It's just what his platform would be. It's just like
He's wearing an oversized Phillies jersey and like jeans that are dragging on the ground. Sick Nikes. I'd be fine with that. If he was married to Topanga and she was going to be first lady, people would vote for him for president. They would.
people really like Topanga. Who's she married to? She married like Machine Gun Kelly or something.
Topanga?
She's married to somebody.
Machine Gun Kelly?
It's somebody of note. He's like an Instagram workout guy or some shit.
It's hard to say.
How's she look?
I don't, I'm not really worried about
It
that.
looks like she's married to a dude named Jensen Karp. He's an American producer, writer, actor, podcaster, gallerist, and former rapper. Really?
There we go.
Would love to hear some of Jensen's bars.
Wasn't that far off in the Machine Gun Kelly thing.
Yeah, I mean,
They both dabbled.
I don't.
Has there ever been a good MC with the name Jensen?
No, that's the concern here. Yeah, his name's Jensen. Yeah, I kind of want. I need to know what he's all about. I don't know.
I will say the name Savage looks good on a yard sign. If you're running for office, like just Savage, they say
Sure.
a lot of it's name recognition, right? That's what they say.
Sure.
You go in there and you see Savage, you're like, oh yeah, that's that name sticks out. It's got teeth.
There's a Michigan State rep. His name's John DeMoose.
Is this the guy you hate?
No. I don't know anything. To be honest, I know nothing about John DeMoose's platform, so I can't speak on that.
The Moose.
But his signs up in Michigan just say "DeMoose" and there's a moose on it.
That's
Like,
dope.
tell me you're not going to vote for that guy.
If I told you the story about, I think I did. My stepbrother used to tell me he went to school with a young lady by the name of Erin Zwiener. Last name Zwiener.
You have told this before.
And I was like, it was really funny. No matter what name you put in front of Zwiener, it's like Dave Zwiener, Will Zwiener, right? It's like possessive Wiener. It's like I kind of like didn't believe him for the longest time that he thought he was making this character up. One day I'm watching TV and this commercial comes on. This local woman is running for city council, and it was Erin Zwiener. I was like, wait a minute, that's the Erin Zwiener.
The Zweens?
Did you vote?
I didn't vote for Erin Zwiener.
Where did she stand on the issues?
I don't know. I knew nothing about her platform. I was like, oh, there she is. She's real. Last name is Wiener.
So why doesn't Sydney Sweeney get this same bullying?
I'm sorry?
Sydney Sweeney.
A weenie.
Mm.
Never thought about that.
Well,
Wow.
meanwhile, noted city council member Erin Zwiener. Did she win?
I'm going to find out.
Because people are more likely to vote for a person with the name Zwiener than they are for the other person if they don't know who to vote for.
Erin Zwiener is a state rep of Texas.
Good for her. Good for her.
She went to Westlake High School, according to my stepbrother from back in the day.
Still single, by the way. Or she didn't take on her
You
husband's
can't get rid
name.
of that name.
You can.
No.
You can.
You've already been elected.
You got to roll with Zwiener.
You can get
You're
rid of that name.
Zweens.
It's so funny, man.
Micah didn't get rid of his last name.
What if her son's name was Hugh?
Hugh Zwiener.
It doesn't really work like I thought it
No.
would. There's a way to do it though. Let's stop and think about how we would do that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm now I can't move on until I think of something that matches with Zwiener.
What's she doing? Like,
The beauty of it is that no matter what name you put in front of it, it's going to play.
Dylan, does she fit into your criteria of the only people you vote for are HPO, hot people only?
I'm going to choose not to comment on this young lady's appearance at this time.
Probably the right choice.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll comment later.
And all I see is a professional headshot.
Oh, nice.
Not enough to go on.
I learned recently I don't have a headshot, so I asked Randy if he had one. I don't know why. I thought he might just have one on his in his bag of tricks over there.
You're always a back shots guy, right? Randy liked that one, man. I'm sorry. What does that even mean?
Don't do that. Don't make a very good joke and then ask what it means after.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Back shots.
He's not.
I don't know.
Dave, what are we not talking about?
I mean, I feel like we've covered everything. We got to back shots, which wasn't even on the rundown.
Oh, it says, why aren't we talking about this on the rundown?
Yeah,
What
now
does
I'm
that
like,
mean?
wait, what are we not talking about?
Not us necessarily. I'm just talking about as a society, as a collective.
Oh, the collective we.
Plenty.
A man, you guys ever heard of a guy named Barry O'Byrne? You probably haven't.
No.
Why?
My Barry O'Byrne.
Because Barry O'Byrne
Why is that?
doesn't exist.
Oh, this is that dude.
Barry Byrne is actually one William Howard Hughes Jr., um, a member of the Air Force, an officer in the Air Force who held a top secret clearance and disappeared in 1983.
It's the year I was born. Good year.
Cool.
83.
Did you think that day that when you were born that you'd be making backshot jokes 40 years
Yeah.
later?
Yep.
On a microphone? I did not.
38 years later.
You left me speechless. Anyway. So he has since been, in 2018, this happened. Air Force special agents knocked on his door and arrested him for desertion because he deserted his post. The reason this is significant is mainly he did hold a top secret clearance. He was, in theory, working on a number of things, and the thought was that this dude might have defected to the Russians, might have been a spy.
It's always Russia,
yes.
man. It's always Russia. They're so sketchy.
Mother Russia.
In 1986, LA Times story titled "Sabotage Missile Launches." There was it noted a bizarre pattern of failed space rocket and missile launches by the United States and France in recent months. This guy worked on some kind of NATO program that would have involved both of those countries, obviously. 3 launches of aircraft with U.S. surveillance satellites aboard, including the Challenger space shuttle that launched from Cape Canaveral on January 28th, which exploded 73 seconds later, killing all 7 crew members, were named as potentially caused by sabotage. Those failures resulted in the U.S. having no ability to monitor Russia's nuclear deployments. So there is a school of thought, and this is all in the San Francisco gate. People are like, did he help sabotage these launches, these satellite launches, and all that? We don't know.
If he was rediscovered in 2018, why is it just now hitting the news cycle?
Great question.
Thank you. Do you have an answer?
No.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. Think I know anything?
I'm gonna dig into this. I want to get to the bottom of it.
It's pretty wild. And he was just living in California. He was remarried. He was married. His wife has since filed for an annulment of that marriage. And I think he got like 6 months for desertion. That's it.
So
He's not like in a supermax. So he claims, he tells authorities he's not a spy. So?
That's something.
Who are
That's
we to
totally
say?
something a spy would say.
Yeah. Why did?
Isn't it? Kind of is.
Oh,
isn't
I'm
it?
not a spy,
Dude, on me?
Come on.
Nah.
A daily
How
cit-
shitty of a spy would you be if you're like, so had to come clean. I'm actually a spy.
What's his justification for changing his identity? Has he?
He just
spoken
wanted. He
about
was
that?
just over the Air Force. Wanted to get out of the military.
He wanted to vibe out on a different wave, dude. I get
This
it.
guy's up to no good, man. I don't trust this fella.
But what if I told you one of his neighbors said, and tell me if this is cliche, he was very pleasant.
Yeah.
Thanks, June.
No,
Quiet. Very pleasant. Always waved.
Yeah.
keeping him a secret
He
is
would.
what has been what's been keeping me alive.
He would trim my hedges for me.
Jesus.
I couldn't do it.
I paid a little extra for that.
I didn't mean that in a dirty way, like actual hedges.
I did.
You know,
I
front
saw
of
it over the
houses.
back shot
Yeah.
thing.
I'm sorry.
Backyard,
He would give me some.
more like back shots.
He would come over and work on my pipes for me.
Uh-huh.
Always had a wry sense of humor. Always joking. This Barry O'Byrne.
But that's his
That was
new
his
fake name.
assumed name. Yeah.
Okay, Barry O'Byrne. It's a mid name.
It's actually not.
Actually,
It's pretty dope.
Dylan, I hate to do this to you, but Barry O'Byrne is a great name.
Is it-
Barry O'Byrne.
O apostrophe Burn.
Beirne. It might be Beirne or Beirne. I don't fucking know, but O'Byrne
Lame.
sounds tight.
That's lame shit.
What if I told you this guy was the reason that the donkey closed down in Austin? Darcy's donkey, famously.
What do you mean by that? Because then I fucking hate this guy.
I have no evidence that that's true. I'm just asking.
Now we can
what
go.
if I told
Now
you
we can
that?
go to the same place and get like a $28 cheeseburger.
Yeah, and I ended up ordering the double patty one. It was way too much.
What I've learned in life is that unless I'm at like P. Terry's, just like a fast food drive-through place, ordering the second patty is just never the move for me.
Ooh, I'm a second patty guy. I like my
You regretted
protein.
it last time I saw you eat
I
a
did. I
second
didn't
patty.
finish it. It was a lot of burger.
I ate more of my burger than you. Bitch.
Ooh,
Are you
bitch.
fucking serious?
dude,
Little
Dave's in
fucking
that
broke ass.
CPC, dude.
You got one patty, dog.
Dave's a
little cuck.
CPC king.
I hit him with that double.
I ordered a triple. Triples are best.
Wow, that's a bit. That's a lot of meat, dog.
Like the Big Mac, I get it. Although Big Macs do suck. But the patty is so tiny.
You go to Pete Terry's, you're not getting a double. You tell me that?
No, I am getting a double.
You have to get a double to get full there.
Yeah.
Single's a snack there.
You're a snack, bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a compliment, dog.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm sorry. He was sentenced to 45 days in military prison.
Radio burn.
What does military prison consist of?
You're just in there
Prison,
getting
but
yelled
it's-
at.
Military instead.
I feel like military prison can't be that much different than like regular prison.
I feel like it's not as bad.
I feel like they'd forget about you. They'd be like, whatever. He's over there in this room. Maybe them forgetting about you is not a good thing though.
I don't think they forget about you. That's not how it works.
Well, I don't know why I've made that assumption.
Well, some of them are tough because like there's that one out in like Ukraine or whatever where like you'd have to go down in the showers and duel someone, and if you won the duel, you could redeploy.
Hey Dave, I just looked up what military prison's like. Can you read that first sentence for me?
Oh, okay. It turns out it's a prison operated by a military,
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
which makes a lot of sense.
It's interesting.
They're used variously to house prisoners of war, unlawful combatants, and those whose freedom is deemed by a national security risk by the military.
I went to prison before, and soon after I was locked up, this NFL quarterback was actually imprisoned as well. And we ended up forming a football team, and we played against, excuse me. We played against the guards in this like really contentious game. It was wild. The warden was total dickhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real piece of shit.
Real piece of shit. Like just had just an axe to grind. And he also, Stone Cold Steve Austin was there, weirdly, famously.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know he did time.
He was actually a guard. He
was a guard.
it was like a side gig for him, I
a
think.
little small for that position, but
Anyway, yeah, it was weird. It was a weird
Dude, that
deal.
sounds weird.
that's crazy.
That's
dude.
wild, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the time that I was falsely accused of murdering my wife and her lover. And then I went to jail where I befriended a group of guys, good dudes. And I crawled through miles and miles of sewage. And then I went to Mexico where I met my buddy from jail years later.
When you said falsely accused of killing your wife and her lover, I thought you were making an OJ play, but you weren't.
No. Famously didn't do time for that one.
Right.
Dude, this reminds me of the time that I was at camp and I met this person that looked exactly like me. And it turns out that our parents had gotten divorced.
What does this have to do with prison?
Their parents got divorced. and instead of just, doing shared custody, they separated us. And so we decided that instead of going back to our respective homes, we would switch, go to different places.
Did you all have to switch accents too?
Yeah. I had to learn a British accent for a little bit, which is why I've gotten so into like English soccer and stuff like that.
That makes sense,
And
yeah.
so, yeah, it's crazy how it worked out. But luckily for me, like
So they never told y'all
my
that
parents
you had
lived in like a vineyard in Napa, and like
They never told you
That's
you had a
pretty
twin
fucked up.
brother?
no, I was actually really bummed. I was watching The Parent Trap a couple weeks ago with Sally, and I was gonna bring up on the podcast how fucked up it is that like
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
instead of just doing shared custody of these children, they decided to separate twins for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And then I was on Barstool like 2 days later, and someone wrote a column about that like the same day.
Really?
I was like, oh, I guess I can't talk about that anymore.
Oh, there was a time you stole that idea from Barstool, remember?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, that was you famously.
Which one?
What was it?
Like all of them.
Or was it you? One of y'all did.
It was-
or you got accused of it. I
It
know
was
you
no, it was
didn't.
one of our remote riders.
Oh, the
Oh,
remote
okay.
rider
Oh,
who got accused? Yeah.
He wasn't even a remote rider, really. At the
Yeah,
time.
well,
He's
I
just
didn't even know who the guy was.
He's a
Which
guy
made-
wanted to write. He's a nice guy. He's just like, yeah, fucking write. Oh, all right.
It did make it really easy to throw him under the bus, not having him as like a paid remote though.
Yeah, it's like
It's like, oh yeah,
I
fuck
didn't
that guy.
cross-reference to see if this thought has ever been uttered in society. Reminds me of the time that
That's something we don't have to deal with anymore. I hated dealing with that shit at Grand X.
Oh, man.
Like you stole this take. Oh, we covered it first. Are you not gonna credit us?
Remember that
Hat
remote,
tip.
Shut
remember that
up.
remote
Hat tip
writer
Dorn.
who took some intel from that group and took it to Barstool, who came at us about something? Remember
Yeah,
that?
and then the guy at Barstool, who I will not name, took a screenshot of those DMs from her and only partially cropped out her profile
So
photo,
we figured it out.
which allowed me to immediately figure out who it was.
That was a funny day.
That was a fun day.
I forgot about
That
that.
was
Yeah.
a fun day.
Yeah, the worst part of that day for me is that I had to drive to Houston that day, and so I don't know what happened, but my phone just started lighting up, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I might have to pull over to a rest stop and go through these text messages because these are going to be good."
Did you go to
We found
Buc-ee's?
her. We found her.
I'm not a solo Buc-ee's guy. I feel like that's a dangerous game to play. Might get lost or something.
I'm strictly Buc-ee's if I have to do it too.
See, I've become a Buc-ee's fan at this point in my life. I never really hesitated with Buc-ee's.
The
But
bathrooms are insanely clean.
that's
they
the,
really
that's
are.
the point. What Buc-ee's wants to do is have the best bathrooms and cheap
They have
drinks.
500 gas pumps and the cleanest restrooms. And for that reason, I will go. I don't need those beaver nuggets. You know? There's
It's
too
more
much
of a
shit in
weekend
there.
thing.
And like a live, laugh, love sign. I don't need that at my gas station. I don't.
I'm still
Some
thrown
jerky.
off by what I saw at a Texas gas station. I saw a shirt that was catering toward your basic millennial type. It said, "Namaste, avocado."
Mm.
Can you tell me what that shirt means? Is there a joke there?
That's awful.
It doesn't even mean anything. Namaste, avocado. What? Why are those two words together?
Namaste.
Of course, namaste, a respectful greeting said when giving a namaskar. Okay, didn't help me at all. I know it's something that I fake say at the end of yoga classes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like.
Fake
I don't,
say it.
I do it at the end when if they start chanting or doing anything. I'm not really doing that. I'm just there for the stretching.
Well, if this said namaste in bed all day, I'd be like, at least they tried. At least they
Hey.
tried to make that work.
That's cute.
No, well, that's because it's been done before, Dylan.
Oh,
But namaste avocado simply makes no sense.
It's really dumb. You tell people who are selling it, like, this shirt is dumb.
Sally walked up and she's like, "What are you looking at right now?" I was like, "I've been looking at this shirt for 10 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck this means. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I couldn't get over it. I was just
10
like,
minutes.
what?
You're just dumbfounded.
Like,
let's
this,
just make one that says namaste queso.
it's good. It's good.
Makes more
famously
sense
Bay.
than the avocado one.
Famously Bay.
Famously.
Shout out to the jerky at Buc-ee's.
They have everything, man.
Everything. I
It's
love
also
it.
like sneaky, really expensive in there.
Oh.
Sneaky.
You'll pay anything on the road, though.
It's not true.
There's a truck stop outside of Hillsboro where you can actually get a jerky for a fee.
Really?
I'm tryna bust, I'm tryna cut.
I don't think it's there anymore.
Is
That
it
was
time?
fun.
Is it
I don't think
time?
that's true.
This Weekend in Fun, presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Summer's coming to an end. I love summer. I also love fall. But I'm not opposed to trading in some my Chacos for some nice boots.
You don't need to trade them in. You can just purchase them. They don't like take trade-ins.
Oh, come on. Come on, dog. You're not excited for tailgate season?
Dude.
Toss on those boots. Whatever.
Don't say boots like that.
Summer is phased out and it's time for something fresh during the season of change. And while you make that transition, grab a case of Vizzy Hard Seltzer with flavors for every single vibe, whether you're cozying up or cuffing season or hosting a tailgate that will be the envy of the lot. Pass the vibe with a cold case of bold, delicious Vizzy Hard Seltzer. They got that mimosa hard pack. You know I've been on that grind lately.
We have some in the fridge there. And I finally got to try some. They're amazing.
Wait, the ones with refreshing real orange juice and that are perfect for daytime sipping, those ones?
What else would I be talking about?
What if I wanted, like, I don't know, a variety pack that maybe one had like strawberry kiwi while the other one had watermelon strawberry?
I would say you're in luck because they sell those too.
They have 2 variety packs, which is crazy. No one's doing that. That's a variety of variety packs. You could stick your hand in that thing and like have no idea what you're pulling out.
Why do you make it sound weird?
Vizzy Hard Seltzer, flavors for every vibe. Stock up on Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Show some love for the show. Here's how to get yours. Go to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed to find Vizzy Hard Seltzer near you. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. And to hear first about the latest flavor drops and more, sign up at VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. You must be 21 or older. Make sure you celebrate responsibly. Our friends over at the Molson Coors Beverage Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin would love it if you guys enjoyed these responsibly this weekend.
Mm.
Dylan, what are you getting into this weekend?
Thanks for asking, Will. I originally had plans to go to Colorado this weekend with my wife.
I hear it's beautiful this time of
We're
year.
going to do a little, weather escaping getaway. Get away from the heat.
Dude, it's going to be 97. You're going to be fine here.
But because of her heart concerns that I mentioned earlier, she is not suited to travel at the moment. So we're gonna hang out here and just spend some time with the kids. I don't have anything going on really. My Friday is wide open. If a foursome with one available spot falls into your laps, like my phone is working, just so you know. I have nothing going on. Nothing going on this weekend.
Dave.
That's it.
I don't have anything planned. And you know what? I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a golf related activity, whether that's just go hit. If I can stumble upon a tee time that's made at a decent hour, maybe I'll hop in. But no, I've got really nothing going on, and I'm looking forward to that because I feel like it's been a busy last couple months. Fall is approaching, and I gotta take it easy, man. Maybe I'll go hit yoga. Maybe I'll go get my Namaste avocado on. We'll see.
You can do that. Yeah, I don't have anything going on either, and that's somewhat of an intentional move. If I do play any golf this weekend, it will be on Saturday, probably Saturday afternoon. I'm done. I'm done with Lions in the morning on the weekend, guys. There's some absolute jabronis playing there last weekend. Jabronis. Not a fan.
Thursday was tough.
I almost beat those guys' ass.
Dude, there were some guys on the course the other day that with you guys that were just terrible. And you in the morning at Lions, it's amateur hour. What I've learned is that I'm gonna go in the afternoon and just breeze through it. So yeah. Friday, I'm doing nothing. I'm staying in.
All right.
I mean, I'm staying in intentionally. Saturday, you might find me playing a little golf in the afternoon, and you guys might be with me doing it if I can convince people to do it.
Mm.
But other than that, I got nothing going on, man. We have a low pressure soccer weekend, Dave. United doesn't play till Monday, which means that every game will be fun to watch with no pressure. Your boy Haaland,
Oh yeah.
2 goals in the first 2 games.
Look, I'll put it on and have it in the background. You know I like that.
That's how you get in. I've been pitching starting Stranger Things, but I've been told we're tabling it until the month of October hits.
I don't hate that move. I mean,
At this point,
it makes more sense.
What's the reason not to at this point? You know what I mean?
I don't think you're going to have any major spoilers dropped on you between now and then. And even if the Stranger Things spoilers are just they're not like other shows.
Oh, you mean the Demogorgon from the Upside Down? I don't know what that fucking shit means. It's like you could tell me all the
time.
You could tell me all the Game of Thrones spoilers you'd want, and there's no way I'm going to remember them. Oh, Tyrannosaurus did this to Demarius. Cool.
Demarius.
Tyrannosaurus?
You were
Is that their names?
close. The Tyrion and Daenerys. So you were actually, you know what? I'll give you credit. I'll give you partial credit.
See, exactly.
I'm not going to give you a 0.
Thank you.
That's all you could ask for as a kid.
Yep.
Just don't give me a 0.
Wow, we have some exciting weekends ahead, guys.
Yeah, I have literally nothing going on this weekend.
I'm going to just drink Vizzy at home. How about that? And I might even go down to SeaWorld or Fiesta, Texas.
I'm just going to sit outside in the rain and let it just enjoy it.
Let the rain fall down on Dorne. Let it wash away.
It's famously been very dry here this summer.
Yeah. Very.
Feel the rain on Dorn's face.
Could have just done skin.
His face, though. I'm just picturing him looking up at it, like he just escaped from prison after he crawled through miles of shit.
Right.
What if you found out that my twin brother and I had been splitting time on the podcast? He does the Patreon episodes. I do the free ones.
Wow. I don't know, man.
That'd actually be sick.
That would be sick.
I don't know what I'm trying to think of. Did I just start thinking of how I could get a twin brother to do half my work?
What's his name?
Bill.
Bill and Will? Okay.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I turn 40, I'm going by Bill, by the way.
Love that.
That's what we've been decided. That's what's been
Are
decided.
you actually going to do that?
When I'm 40, we're not having a 40th birthday party. We're having an unveiling of Bill.
Just a rebrand, over the hill rebrand.
I've
for
got a
Will.
buddy who's turning 40 in a few months, and he wants to do like a thing for like a golf trip. Is that a thing you're gonna do?
I want to do something big. I don't know about golf, maybe not a golf trip.
All right, we're late enough in the episode that Sally's not listening, nor is the person that's invested. Sally's going out of the country for a birthday party on December 19th. Is that too close to Christmas?
Wow. Where's she going?
I think Mexico. But I'm like, can the birthday party like not be like, within a week of Christmas? It's a busy time.
Yeah, I don't like doing airport travel at all
And, like-
around Christmas.
Like if I get invited to a some Christmas party, like oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna be there without my wife.
His wife.
That's a little weird.
It's just really
It's too
close to Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what are we doing?
They don't do the COVID testing still there, do they?
I don't know.
I think they just lifted it.
What if you're stuck there on Christmas because you got COVID?
Not ideal.
Can you imagine if I pitched this trip? She's Dikembe Mutomboing me out of the gym. There's no way I'm going.
No
Yeah.
way.
Ooh, maybe we should plan a little golf trip around December 19th.
I don't even want to
Let's go to
begin to think
Scottsdale.
about pitching that.
Let's go to
my wife.
Scottsdale. Hey, babe, we're going to Arizona.
You know what? I'll just say I don't do airports in December unless I have to.
I hate it.
It's just too much, too busy.
My only hack is traveling on Christmas Day.
My hack is to fly private.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's something I've been trying to do more of.
That's
So
a
if
good
any of
one,
y'all
yeah.
have planes and want to fly me,
I don't know. You and I don't have a good track record.
yeah, that's true. That is true. We did get that company in trouble.
Dude, what's the track record at this place? That's what golf hardos say when they show up to a course. It's the track record.
Stop. No one says that.
Let's get out of here. Everyone have a great, safe weekend.
Bye.